2017 Mazda 3 with the 2-liter 4-cylinder. Today we're going to be replacing the drive belt. For this repair, we'll be using the DriveWorks 380 Kilo 6 drive belt. Let's get to it. Now the very first thing I'm going to want to do, personally, you don't have to do this, but for sake of the camera, I'm getting myself a big old stick and use it to hold the hood up on the opposite side so it's not right in my face while I'm trying to work. Now, I'll put my light bar back there so we can kind of see right here. Here's the alternator, and the drive belt obviously goes across it. Right here, this pulley right here, this is your tensioner pulley, and right inside here, on the other side of that piston, you can see that right there, that long 17 millimeters sticking out right there. That's what we need to put a wrench on to get this tensioner compressed. A quick note on these tensioners, this is not a spring tensioner, it is a shock tensioner. So you can see right there, it's actually a piston shock. So when you are applying pressure to this tensioner, you're actually going to have to hold it and keep applying pressure over time, like you're going to be compressing that piston rather than just a spring. So a little bit weird, and you're going to feel like you're not getting anywhere out of it, but you just keep holding it, and slowly that piston will actually move in on itself, and you'll be able to remove that belt. And while not necessary for this repair, I'll be using my drive belt removal tool. Here we have our very short, stubby 17 millimeter, designed to get into those tight spaces, and we have our flat bar area to put enough tension on this. Let me see if I can't find my short one. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to use the full tool. So I've got my 1/2 inch 17 millimeter, and this actually allow me to just connect these two together like so. You can see it's kind of making like an L shape. Kind of ridiculous, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And we can compress this up and remove our drive belt, starting with the alternator. Come on. And then we can relieve the tension just get out of there. As you can see, this is kind of the setup I had to use. I mean, you can honestly just get in there with a wrench, but I always like to show the right way to do it, even if it is kind of dumber than if you just threw a wrench in there and double wrenched it and got the job done and over with. Reach down here, finish removing that from the tensioner, the crankshaft pulley, and the AC compressor as you finally pull it straight up. You can see our drive belt is becoming brittle and starting to crack. When you start seeing these cracks in your drive belt, it's time to switch it out. We've got our new drive belt going in. Alright, as you can see, I've got the belt wrapped around the main crank, the tensioner, and slightly onto the alternator to hold it there. And that way I can put the tensioner tool back on, apply pressure to the tensioner, and slide it over the AC compressor at the bottom right there. So that's what we're going to attempt to do now. apply that pressure to the tensioner. And then reach down here ever so gently and slide that belt onto the AC compressor. Yeah. Everything lined up properly. Go ahead and relieve the pressure off that tensioner. Struggle with your tool that it doesn't want to go on, and then once it's on, it doesn't want to go off. So that's just life, though. And just like that, you did it. And with that, you've just replaced the drive belts on your Mazda 3. And that's pretty much all there is to it. If you like this video and you'd like to see more videos on this Mazda 3, go and check out that video next. I made that one just for you. Other than that, if this video helped you out, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. We will see you all next time.